Hello everybody, and how are you all doing? I hope you're doing fantastically fabulous. We're back with our Dancing with Demons series, working with demons, trying to understand what this whole process is about, and it can be quite in-depth. It can be quite in-depth. We've seen so far from the first two videos that, it can get kind of complicated. And as we continue, it's going to get a little less complicated, a little more complicated, a little this, a little that. But what I should state to you all, even though I should have stated this in the first video, but whatever, I am not a scholar in the occult in any way. I do a lot of reading and a lot of research, and I find interesting things to talk about, and before you know it, we're creating a series. So if I'm getting something wrong, if something's not making sense to you, and you've studied this material before, please feel free, make a video response, link it down in the comments, or write your comments down and explain how, this is wrong, this is what it should say, so on and so forth. I would be more than open to hearing any and all feedback. So what we're going to be talking today, and we only have one page of notes, is the spirits of the Goetia. So a lot of my research has been around the Goetic entities, the various types of demons in the Goetia. And I find it fascinating and I find it interesting to work with some of those demons and to honor them and respect them and request their help in certain situations, along with demons who aren't necessarily in the Goetia, that are in other types of grimoires that are out there, because it expands my mind, and if I can contact one and reach out to one and talk to one and work with one, then why can't I do it with another one should I need to? When I was working with Ashtroth back in the day, when he had first come to me, I thought, my understanding is that, okay, you're gonna be my patron, Morrigan's gonna be my matron, we're all gonna be great, we're gonna get along fine, but every time I would go to him for something, he'd be like, reach out to this demon, reach out to that demon, reach out to this. And it wasn't because he didn't want to do the work, it was because my craft was evolving in a way that I didn't quite understand until this day. And he was pushing me more down that path, whereas the Morrigan was evolving me as a human being. So he would help to evolve me as a magical being, but she would help to evolve me, and still does, as a human being, to see the flaws and the intricacies and the shadow parts, and to deal with the things that I don't like dealing with, but she likes to just shove in your face and be like, hey, remember this abusive situation you were in? Look at it. Deal with it. And she's not always like that. Sometimes she's more like, okay, this shit's gonna come down the pipe unless you do this. And if you don't do this, then it's your own fault. So, those of you who work with the Morrigan know that she can be very, very right across the face with the back of the hand. Okay, so the spirits of the Goetia is what we're talking about in this particular video. Historically, the Goets, as they're called, that walk the earth in Greece and Persia spent their time adding magic, or doing magic with the spirits of the recently dead. Oh my god, maybe I should be a Goet. I want to evolve my spiritual being into a Goet because I do a lot of magic with the dead. When it comes to the and I'm gonna say this wrong, the Lemmitans Goetia, I totally said that wrong. Let me spell it for you in case you're like, how the are you pronouncing this? What are you trying to pronounce? Lemeggetons. The spirits are close to Earth's density. They are, by opinion, more dense than those of nature or angelic. These are the spirits a lot of magicians work with and conjure. There are 72 of these spirits. A lot of magicians don't understand what it is they're doing, and as a result, the magician gets what's called the Menkel paw effect. No, I said that wrong. The monkey paw effect. Hi, how are you? I don't know how to write. The monkey paw effect. where the magician gets everything they asked for, but because of what the magician asked for of the spirits was conjured inappropriate for that spirit, the magician doesn't get what they wanted. Now, I haven't had this issue, and I'm sure that a lot of ceremonial magicians out there would be like, the way you conjure them, the way you talk to demons, the way you associate with demons is backwards and wrong. But the way that I conjure them is very similar to how I would reach out to any god or goddess. You know, I do the research on what types of incense I like, what direction, any types of candles. Do I have those candles on hand? If I don't, I'll use a white one. And I project myself to the astral plane with a projection of my tools, and from there I conjure the demon. I say it's N, or I reach out through a conjuration, and I wait for a response, and if I don't get one, then I try again until it either gets really pissed off and tells me to off, like Klonic did the first time, or until it appears, and you can feel their energy. It's immense and crazy and just kind of sporadic and all over the place. People think of these spirits as demons, when what they really are materialistic daemons. They are the spirits in charge of manifesting the specific aspects of their descriptions within the physical realm. These are spirits closest to matter and thus the most dense. The daemons are intelligent, practical, and opportunistic, such that events you think, such as the death to gain monetary desire, are not created by them directly. Instead, they use that opportunity to give you what you ask them. And what you have to understand is that a lot of demons aren't just going to drop a bag of coins in your lap. They're not just going to walk up to you and be like, here's a bag of coins, here's a bag of dollar bills, here you go. Like, they're going to find an opportunity that you can exploit, whether you know you're exploiting that opportunity or not. The Corpus Hermeticum states that humans have such influence over these goetic daemons because of their denseness and the relationship with the First Father. It is because we are made in his image that these spirits love to work with us in the creation of the manifest world. It is said that the Logos sent the daemons to torment man, playing on their passions and human desire for things that will not bring relief. This torment was meant to drive you back to the Word and the relationship with the First Father. And demons will tend to do that. I mean, if you think about it, they will try and with you. They'll try and torment you. They'll put things just in your grasp, and then you go to grab it, and they'll rip it away from you. And it really depends on the situation and what it is that you're asking the demon for. I mean, if you have a strong enough relationship with it, if you're able to get past its tests and trials, if you're able to deal with the immense amount of energy that they bring with them, and if you're able to navigate their mind games, so to speak, because they love to play mind games, especially Belith, then you're able to take control of the situation and demand, and yes, I do say demand, them to manifest what it is that you're looking for. However, if you're not able to get past those hurdles, then they're just going to torment you and with you and mess with you, and that's where the conception that demons are evil comes from. It's this concept that all they want to do is torment you and make fun of you and drag you down and hurt you. But if you're able to stand your ground and say, no, I am demanding this, and in trade I will give you X, Y, or Z, if it is something that you want to trade. Or you could just be a dick and demand that they do it. Demons are probably one of the only spirits that I know of that you could get away with by saying you and do as I tell you. Now, some demons won't respond well to that, and they will just take a step back and be like, motherfucker, don't you with me. And some demons will actually do as they're told. It really depends upon the demon that you're working with or the entities that you're working with. Now, if you were to go to Belith and say, hey, I want a lover, get me a lover, he's gonna be really pissed. He may give you that lover, but he's gonna take something from you in return, and it's going to be something that you love. It might not be the person that he brings to you, but it might be something else. It is said to work with the spirits of the Goetia, the magician must have a perfect relationship with God. I don't think, like maybe back when, you know, they were working with demons, when they were discovering demons, when they were reaching out to demons, that might have been something that makes sense, but in today's concept of witchcraft and the occult and the relationship with God, I don't think you have to be a God-fearing Christian, Jew, or Islamic person in order to work with demons. A spirit of the Goetia is one that a relationship is formed with, else you will be a victim to their exploits. Spirits of the Goetia can take you to great heights or drive you insane with all your hollow yearnings for things that you want, for things that won't soothe the soul. And that is true. It really is. If you're going to work with a demon, it's not a one-off thing. It's not a, hey, Clonic, can you get me a job? Thanks, bye. It's not a, hey, Boone, can you give me some money? Okay, thanks, bye. It's a relationship that you develop. Think about working with the Hecate or the Morrigan or, I don't fucking know, Diana or what's that cat god? You get the point. Working with anything requires a relationship to be built. Yes, you can go into the relationship saying, hey, I'm conjuring you, I'm looking to manifest this thing, but if you just walk away from the situation after they've done, like I have with Clonic, things will tend to kind of get a little screwy. You may be able to find your way out of those particular situations like I have, but at the same time, you know, it's important for you to form a relationship. I have a relationship with Boone. I have a relationship with Ashtaroth. I have a relationship with Nebuchadnezzar. I have a relationship with Dentelian, who's been wanting me to reach out to him as of late. I have a relationship with, I sort of have a relationship with Belith. Not really because he's kind of an asshole, but at the same time, you have a relationship with these entities. Okay, this isn't a one-night stand, this isn't a pizza delivery service, this isn't something that you message me on YouTube and you're like, hey, can you help me reach out to Belith? No. A, do your research, and B, figure it out on your own, and C, make sure that you form that relationship. Okay. So that pretty much sums up this video. In the next one, we're going to go through and understand the various ranks of these demons. Okay. So until next time, my fabulous little Scoobies.